It's Thursday night, and that means it's selection for round 3. Tom Rehn joins me to discuss all the big ins and outs. And Tommy, some interesting moves from both the Port and the Crows, but we'll get to Port first.
Yeah, let's start with them, Treaders. 4 big inclusions for them. Let's have a look at them. Cracker, promoted off the rookie list. He comes in. Archie finally makes his debut after several years on the list. Mitchell comes in. So too Young, but the big out, Kane Cornes, Treaders, is he being rested or has he been dropped?
The club's saying he's rested, but round 2, you don't rest anyone. Let's be honest, Kane's form last week against Hanbury, he got cut up. He wasn't the only one out there, but you just sit there and go, you're not going to get rested in round 2. And the other bit is, you've got to pick your best team to win against North Melbourne this week. So I suspect he's been dropped. Someone else gets the opportunity. They maybe don't have a match-up, because what we'll find out very soon is that Nick Del Santo had surgery on a hamstring today in Melbourne, so he's the regular match-up for Kane Cornes. So for me, it looks like an omission.
Let's go to one of the players that is coming in, Nathan Cracker. Great story, promoted off the rookie list, a second chance, and he spoke about the moment when Ken Hinkley, the coach, told him he'd be back in the side this week.
Yeah, he was showing me the sheet, and he had one side non-selected, so we're going through that for a little bit and just checking to see if my name was on there, and I realised my name wasn't on there, so he flipped it over and I was like, what's going on? So I was a bit shocked, yeah.
And he's a ripping fella. Obviously left Port Adelaide a few years ago at the Gold Coast. Didn't work out then, got homesick, went home, and he's really had to work hard. What I do like about Port's in, though, they've got a tough nut called Young in the centre square. Port weren't tough. They were soft last week, and I think he'll add it against North Melbourne.
They need a big response. A couple of inclusions for North Melbourne. Tarrant and Bastanak come in, but Nick Del Santo's a huge out for them.
He's a massive out, but Bastanak is a jet at winning contested footy around the clearances, so I don't think North Melbourne are going to be affected too much. You lose Del Santo on the outside, you gain on the inside, so I think it's going to be a tough one for Port.
Treaders, let's go to the other game. The Crows taking on Melbourne. If the Crows win, they'll be 3-0 for the first time since 2002. 2 inclusions. Scott Thompson comes into the side, and Jake Kelly, the son of Collingwood champion Craig Kelly, gets his debut match. But surprisingly, Brodie Smith is still in.
Yeah, he is still in. Cole Cheney comes out, which is not great with a hamstring injury, but Smith will pass all the tests. You know what, the best thing about concussion, if there is that the only recovery you got is sleeping. So that's all he would have done all week. But I don't mind it. I think Adelaide's team's going to look pretty good in this situation. Scotty Thompson could not be ignored. His form in the SANFL was phenomenal, so he gets his chance.
He's a great bloke too, so good to see him back in the side. Just the one change for Melbourne, unfortunate injury to Jack Viney. Kennedy Harris comes into him. Treaders, they should win this game, but this time last year we said the same thing. What can we expect this week?
Adelaide will absolutely smash them, Rennie. That's all there is.
Good to hear.
And you know what? Phil Walsh has spoken at length about the sub rule. Again, he doesn't like it.
It's a bit like the interchange. I don't think it's part of our game. Simple as that. It's never been the game. We brought it in for whatever reasons we did bring it in, and then the sub was brought in to even it out if you got an injury early. My argument is just bring the interchange cap back and then you don't have to worry about it.
OK, Treaders, it's time for you to have a good year in the tipping. Give us your 9 winners this week.
Are you saying that because I got 3 last week?
Yeah, you've been terrible, mate.
Yeah, well,
Come on, lift.
I'm going to both home teams, and Port Adelaide need a lift. That's why I'm tipping them, and that's probably why I got 3 instead of 4 last week. So thanks for your time, Rennie. We'll see you Monday night.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Treaders.